Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video, we are going to learn about 11th standard accountancy chapter 4 ledger exercise sum number 9. Journalize the following transactions in the books of Vasu and post them to ledger account. Let me see the transaction one by one. 2017 November, cash in hand rupees 1 lakh, cash at bank rupees 30,000. Which means cash in hand we debited the cash account, and cash at bank means that you deposited 30,000 rupees into your bank account, then it comes into your business again. So bank account also debited. So both cash in hand and cash at bank both are comes in debit side. So both are called as capital account. So your capital account increases. Whenever your capital account increases, you credited the capital account. So what is the journal entry? 2017 November 1, cash account at 1 lakh rupees, bank account at 30,000. To whose capital? To Vasu's capital account. How much rupees? 1,30,000 rupees. What is the narration? Cash and bank balances. The next transaction is November 2, Vasu sold goods to Jyoti for 25,000 rupees against a check and deposited the same in the bank. What is this transaction tells us? This transaction is the cash sales, because Vasu sold 25,000 worth of goods to Jyoti, and Jyoti immediately gives 25,000 rupees check to Vasu, and Vasu deposited that check into bank. So Vasu sold goods to Jyoti through bank. Bank account, whenever bank account increased, we debited the bank account. And whenever you generate sales, your revenue will be increased, right? So whenever revenue account increases, you credited the revenue account. So the journal entry is bank account debtor, because bank account increases. You made sales through bank. Only bank account increases, we debited the bank account. So bank account debtor 25,000. To sales account, because whenever you generate sales, your revenue increases. Whenever revenue increases, you credited the revenue account. How do you get the revenue? From sales only. So you credited the sales account. To sales account, how much rupees? 25,000 rupees. What is the narration? Sold goods to Jyoti. What is the next transaction? November 4, received as commission rupees 5,000. So Vasu received commission through how? Cash. Through cash only Vasu received commission. So cash account increased. Whenever cash account increases, we debited the cash account. So cash account at 5,000 rupees. How much? How did cash comes? Cash comes in the name of commission received. So commission received account credited. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. The next transaction is November 8, bank paid rupees 15,000 directly for insurance premium of Vasu. So insurance premium is the expenses. Okay, all the expenses are debited. So insurance premium account at 15,000 rupees. How did insurance premium paid? Through bank only insurance premium paid, right? So bank account decreased. Whenever bank account decreased, you credited the bank account. So insurance premium account at 15,000 to bank account 15,000. The narration is paid insurance premium. The next transaction is November 15, cash deposited into bank rupees 30,000. So you have cash in your hand. Then on November 15, you deposited, that means you means Vasu here, okay. So Vasu deposited that cash into Vasu's bank account. So Vasu's bank account increased. Whenever bank account increased, we debited the bank account, right? So bank account at 30,000. So Vasu deposited cash, right? So cash goes out in from Vasu's business. So cash goes from Vasu's business. That means cash account decreases. Whenever cash account decreases, you credited the cash account. So to cash account 30,000 rupees. What is the narration? Deposited into bank. The next transaction is November 20, cash withdrawn from bank for personal use rupees 45,000. Whenever you see personal use in the transaction, you will use the term drawings. Okay, drawings account always debited. So on November 20, drawings account debtor 45,000. How did you taken the cash for personal use? Through bank only you taken for personal use. So bank account decreases. Whenever bank account decreases, you credited the bank accounts. What is the journal entry? Drawing account debtor 45,000 to bank account 45,000. The narration is cash withdrawn for personal use. So from this given transaction, we prepared the journal entries. Okay, what we do next? Now we are going to post them into ledger account. Okay, how many respective accounts we are going to post in the ledger? There are 7 respective accounts we are going to open in the ledger account. What are they? Cash account, bank account, Vasu's capital account, sales account, commission received account, insurance premium account, and drawings account. Totally we are going to post 7 respective accounts in the ledger. Let me see one by one. First we take cash account. Okay, so we are going to post the cash account on ledger. Okay, how many cash transactions occurs in the journal entry? There are 1, 2, 3 cash transactions occurs in the journal entry. First transaction, we will go to first transaction. It is occurs on 2017 November 1. On which side? Cash account. Cash account is on debit side. So what we do on ledger, we prepared the format. And what is the name of the account? The name of the account is cash account. We written it on the top middle on the ledger account. Okay, so on which side? Cash account. The first transaction of the cash account is on debit side. What we do? We go to debit side on ledger under the cash account. What is the date? Dated on 2017 November 1. Okay, what is the opposite account from the cash account? So Vasu's capital account is the opposite account from the cash account. So what we do now? On debit side, we have to write to Vasu's capital account. Why? This is the opposite account from the cash account. Always we post opposite account under the respective account. Listen. Okay, how much rupees? What is the cash account has? Cash account has 1 lakh rupees. So we don't write Vasu's capital account 1,30,000. So we are going to post cash account only. We have to enter cash accounts amount only. What is the value of cash account? It is 1 lakh rupees. What we do? We have to write to Vasu's capital account 1 lakh rupees. Are you clear? Then come to next cash transaction. It is occurs on November 4. When was on which side cash account is? Cash account is on debit side. What is the opposite transaction from cash account? Commission received. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. So where is commission received? Credit side. What is on which side? Cash account. Cash account is on debit side. So what we do? We go to debit side under the cash account on ledger dated on 4. What is the opposite account? Commission received account. So we have to write commission received account. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. Okay, then what is the next cash transactions occurs? It is occurs on November 15. On which side cash account is? On credit side. What is the opposite account? Bank account is the opposite account. How much rupees? 30,000 rupees. So cash account credit side only. We go to credit side under the cash account. What is the opposite account? Bank account. Dated on to November 15, 2017. Always started with buy on credit side. So buy bank account how much rupees? 30,000 rupees. So we have totally 3 cash transactions occurs, okay, on Vasu's account. So we posted 3 cash transactions under the cash account. Okay, what we do now, we are going to find which side has the bigger value, debit side or credit side. Of course debit side, because 1,05,000 have debit side has, credit side has 30,000 only. So we are going to total the bigger value on both the side. So 1,05,000 rupees entered in debit side and 1,05,000 rupees total on the credit side amount. Then to find which side has lesser value, credit side has the lesser value. So we going to find the difference value. So what we do, we have to subtract 30,000 from 1,05,000. What we get? We will get 75,000. So we enter that 75,000 in the lesser side amount column. So we entered the 75,000 in the lesser side amount column. So by balance carry down is to be entered against the differences, and in date column we dated on the last day of the accounting period, that is 31. So this is the closing balance of the cash account. Then we carried that 75,000 has to be brought it down, opposite side will be entered below the total. So we entered the 75,000 differences to the opposite side below the total. Okay, so balance brought down used to be entered against the difference value, date, and in date column dated on the next accounting period. What is the next accounting period? From November 31, December 1 is the next accounting period from the November 31. This is the opening balance of the cash account. So we posted cash account on ledger. Then what is the next account to be posted on ledger? That is bank account. Okay, to find how many bank transactions are occurs in journal entry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bank transactions are occurs in the journal entry. So we are going to post 5 bank account on ledger account. Okay, first what is the name of the account? The respective name of the account is bank account. So we written it on the top middle on the ledger. Okay, when did first bank transactions occurs? It is occurs on 2017 November 1. Okay, on which side bank account is? Bank account is on debit side. So we go to post on debit side. On what is the opposite account from the bank account? Vasu's capital account is the opposite account from the bank account. How much rupees? 30,000 rupees. Listen carefully. How bank account has how much rupees? 30,000 rupees only. So what we do? We go to debit side on bank account dated on November 2017 November 1. What is the opposite account from the bank account? Vasu's capital account. We entered how much rupees? Bank account has 30,000 rupees. We entered on the ledger. And when did next bank transactions occurs? On November 2. On which side bank account has? On debit side. What is the opposite account from the bank account? Sales account. How much rupees? 25,000 rupees. So what we do? On ledger we go to debit side under the bank account dated on 2. What is the opposite account? The opposite account is to sales account. We entered in particular column how much rupees 25,000 we entered in the amount column. Then when did next bank transaction occurs? It is on November 8. On which side bank account is? Bank account is on credit side. What is the opposite account from the bank account? Insurance premium is the opposite account. How much rupees? 15,000 rupees. So we go to credit side under the bank account dated on 2017 November 8. What is the opposite account? Insurance premium account. So we always started by for credit side. So by insurance premium account, how much rupees? 15,000 rupees entered in the amount column. And when did bank transactions occurs? November 15. Okay. On which side bank account is? It is on debit side. What is the opposite account from the bank account? Cash account. How much rupees? 30,000 rupees. So we go to debit side under the bank account on ledger dated on 15 to cash account. This is the opposite account from the bank account. Amount rupees 30,000 entered. When did the bank transactions occurs? November 20. On which side bank account is? It is on credit side. What is the opposite account from the bank account? Drawings account. Drawings account is the opposite account from the bank account. What is how much rupees? 45,000 rupees. So we go to credit side under the bank account dated on 20. The opposite account name is drawings account. So by drawings account, how much rupees? 45,000 rupees entered. Okay. So what we do now, we have to find which side has the bigger value. All the bank transactions are posted on the ledger account. Okay. So which side? Now we are going to find which side has the bigger value, debit side or credit side. Of course debit side has the bigger value. That is debit side has 85,000 and the credit side has 45, 50, 60,000. So which side has bigger value? Debit side has the bigger value. So what we do now, we make to total the bigger value on both the side. We put the total bigger value on both the sides. So 85,000 entered on the both the side total. Okay. Then to find which side has the lesser value? Of course credit side has the lesser value. How much rupees? 60,000 rupees. So what we do, we have to find the differences. How do we find the differences? We have to subtracted 60,000 from the 85,000. So what we get? We will get 25,000 rupees. So we entered that differences in the lesser side. So credit side has the lesser side. We enter the 25,000. This is the differences. Enter in the lesser side. We entered. Okay. Then balance carry down used to be entered on against the differences, and in date column we dated on last day of the accounting period, that is November 30. So this is the closing balance of the bank account. Then we carried that the 25,000 has to be brought down to the opposite side, will be entered below the total, that a difference amount. Okay. So balance brought down is to be entered against the differences, and in date column dated the next accounting period, that is December 1. This is the opening balance of the bank account. So bank account posted on the ledger. What is the next respective account we are going to post on ledger? That is Vasu's capital account. Okay. So when did Vasu's capital account occurs? It is occurs on November 1, 2017. Okay. On which side Vasu's capital account is? It is on credit side. What is the opposite account from the Vasu's capital account? There are two accounts opposite from the Vasu's capital account. What are the cash account and bank account? So where is Vasu's capital account located? It is on credit side. So first we go to write the name of the account on top middle on the ledger. What is the name of the respective account? Vasu's capital account. On which side Vasu's capital account occurs? It is on credit side. So we go to credit side. Okay, dated on November 1. Which account is opposite account from the Vasu's capital account? That is cash account and bank account. So on credit side we always started with the buy. So buy cash account how much rupees? 1 lakh rupees. And November 1 buy bank account how much rupees? 30,000 rupees. There is only one Vasu's capital accounts capital transactions appear. So we are going to close the Vasu's capital account. So to find which side has the bigger value, of course credit side has the bigger value. How much rupees? 1,30,000 rupees. Now we are going to put the 1,30,000 rupees into make the total on both the side equally. 1,30,000 rupees, 1,20,000 rupees, we totaled it. Okay, then to find which side has a lesser value, of course debit side has the lesser value, right? So we debit side has even, debit side has the zero value. So we go to debit side and enter the differences. How much differences debit side has? 1,30,000 rupees differences debit side has. So we have to enter the lesser difference amount in the lesser side. So we entered 1,30,000 rupees on lesser side, and balance carried on used to be entered against the differences, and in date column we entered the last day of the accounting period. So November 30 is the last day of the accounting period. This is the closing balance of the Vasu's capital account. Then we carried that 1 lakh rupees has to be brought down to the opposite side, will be entered below the total. Okay, we enter the differences below the total in the opposite side. Then balance drawdown has to be entered against the differences, and in date column we have to write the next accounting period of the first date. So what is the next accounting period of the first day? December 1 is the next accounting period of the first day. Okay, this is the opening balance of the Vasu's capital account. So Vasu's capital account completed or posted. Next we are going to post the respective account name is sales account. Only one sales transactions are occurred here. So they dated on 2, when on which side sales is on credit side. What is the opposite account from the sales account? Bank account. How much rupees? 25,000 rupees. So what we do on ledger, we have to write the name of the account on center or top middle on the ledger. The name of the account is sales account. We written it on the top middle. On which side sales account appears? On credit side. So we go to credit side, dated on 2017 November 2. What is the opposite account from the sales account? Bank account. How much rupees? 25,000 rupees. There is only one sales transactions appear. So now we are going to post the sales account. How do we post the sales account? We enter the bigger value as a total on both the side. We entered the 25,000 as a total on both the side. Then come to lesser to find which side has the lesser value. Debit side has the zero, not lesser value, zero value. So what we do? We have to enter the differences on lesser side. So 25,000 is the differences we entered on the lesser side. Against this, balance carried on is to be entered against the differences, and in date column dated on the last day of the accounting period, November 30. This is the closing balance of the sales account. Then we carried that 25,000 has to be brought down to the opposite side, will be entered below the total. Okay, we entered the 25,000. By balance brought down is to be entered against the differences and in date column dated on the next first day of the next accounting period will be entered, that is December 1. Okay, this is the opening balance of the sales account. So sales account posted on ledger. Then the respective account will be posted is commission received will be posted on ledger. Okay, there is only one commission received transactions are occurred dated on 4. On credit side commission received occurs. What is the opposite account from commission account? Cash account. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. So what we do now? Now we are going to write the name of the account, that is commission received account. We entered on the top middle. On which side commission received is? It is on credit side. So we go to credit side dated on 2017 November 1. What is the opposite account from the commission received? By cash account. So by cash account rupees 5,000 entered. There is only one cash commission received transactions appears. Okay, is given. Only one commission received accounts are given. So what we do now? We have to find which side has the bigger value. Credit side has the bigger value. So we are going to total the bigger value on both the side. We are going to put the or make the total on both the side, that bigger value. So we enter 5,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees total on both the side. Then to find which side has the lesser value. Debit side has the lesser value. How much rupees? 5,000 rupees. So this we have to enter the differences on lesser side. By balance carry down is to be entered against the differences, and in date column we enter the last day of the accounting period. This is the closing balance of the commission received. Then we carried that 5,000 rupees brought down to the opposite side. It will be entered below the total. Okay, balance brought down is to be entered against the differences, and in date column we enter the next accounting period of the period, that is to December 1. This is the opening balance of the commission received. Next accounting period, opening balance of the commission received. So commission received account posted. The next account is to be open on the ledger account is drawing account. When did it occurs? November 20. On which side drawing account is? It is on debit side. What is the opposite account from the drawing account? Bank account. How much rupees? 45,000 rupees. So what we do now? Now we are going to write the name of the account on top middle. So we written the name of the account, that is drawing account, on the top middle on the ledger. Now when on which side drawing account is? Drawing account is on debit side. So we go to debit side dated on 2017 November 20. What is the opposite account from the drawing account? Bank account. We always started 2 in the debit side. Started with the word 2. So in the debit side. So to bank account. How much rupees? 45,000 rupees. So there is only one drawing account. Drawing transactions is given. So now we are going to close the drawing account. How do we close? We total the bigger value on both the side. So we put the 45,000 as a total on both the side. Then find which side has the lesser value. Credit side has the lesser value. How much rupees? 45,000 rupees. Differences we entered on the credit side. Okay, then balance carry down used to be entered against the differences, and and in date column we enter the last day of the accounting period. November 30 is the last day of the accounting period. This is the closing balance of the drawing account. Then we carried that 45,000 has to be brought down to the opposite side, will be entered below the total we entered. Then balance brought down is to be entered against the differences, and in date column we dated on next accounting period. Next day of the accounting period, that is December 1, balance brought down is the opening balance of the drawing account. So drawing account posted on the ledger account. So we posted all the 7 accounts on the ledger. So cash account posted, bank account posted, Vasu's account, sales account, commission received account, insurance premium account, drawings account, all the accounts we posted in the ledger account. If you have any doubt, please comment it in the comment box. Thank you. Take care.